Good morning. Today we will discuss regarding lapping and honing process. So first we we will see what is lapping. So lapping, it is a mechanical precision finishing operation done to achieve high dimensional accuracy. So it is a fine finishing operation in which a lap made of made up of material softer than the workpiece lightly rubs abrasive particles against the workpiece. So that is a lapping operation. So flat as well as curved surfaces may be lapped. So it helps to achieve positive sealing by obtaining high degree of flatness and surface finish. So the example it is given. So it is a lapping of automotive pump seals that is done with the lapping operation to achieve high degree of flatness and surface finish. So this is a lapping of a diagram of lapping operation. You can see there is a upper lap and the lower lap. Then the workpiece, it is held between the two laps and both the laps that are rotating. So the lapping, it is done to produce geometrically true surface, to correct minor imperfections in shape, to obtain fine dimensional accuracy, to provide a very close fit between the contact surfaces, and to secure a fine surface finish. So it is an abrading process that is used to produce geometrically true surfaces, correct minor surface imperfections, improve dimensional accuracy, and to provide a very close fit between two contact surfaces. So very thin layer of metal are removed in lapping operation, and it therefore evident that lapping is unable to correct substantial errors in the form and sizes of the surfaces. So it is, however, a low efficiency process and is used only when specified accuracy and surface finish cannot be obtained by other methods. Then the lapping process that is used. So for small components, the process consists of rubbing the components between the two laps. Fine abrasive particles are supplied in the form of paste or slurry between the rubbing surfaces. Water, oil, or kerosene is used as a carrier of abrasive grains. The carrier fluid is periodically added to prevent drying. A machine consisting of two heavyweight cast iron circular lap or disc. One lap disc, that is bottom one, rotates and the other remains stationary. The components are carried in a slotted plate which oscillates between the two lap discs. The oscillations of carrier plate are so geared that the components follow a different path in each oscillation. So this ensures uniform wear of the faces of the lap disc. So for lapping curved surfaces, special devices are needed. So lapping generates the flat surfaces with extremely fine finishes using lapping compound, where parts are processed between one or two large flat lap plates or the platens. So the lapping media or the compounds, paste or slurries consist of fine grain, loose abrasive particles suspended in a viscous or liquid carrier. So examples of carriers include soluble oil, mineral oil or grease. The lap or lapping plates are typically cast iron, copper composites, fusible alloy or pitch. So the water, oil or kerosene that is used as a carrier of abrasive grains, and that mixture of that water, oil or kerosene and the abrasive particles, it is supplied in the form of paste or slurry between the rubbing surfaces. Now the abrasives used for the lapping are, first is silicon carbide, gives good results on cast iron surface. Second is alumina for finest lapping. Third abrasive that you can use, that is for small components, diamond dust or boron carbide you can use, and others are ferric oxide, chromium oxide, etc. So on lapping, the material removal is usually less than 0.025 mm, and rough lapping may remove as much as 0.075 mm. So in this slide, the different abrasives that are given, that is you can use aluminum oxide, silicon carbide, diamond, garnet, emery, chromium oxide, ferric oxide and cerium oxide that you can use as a abrasives. So the lapping machines are commonly used to produce a highly polished surface on optical lenses, metallic bearing surfaces, semiconductor wafers, photonic substrates and gauges. So you can see the diagram again. So this is the two laps. In some machines, the top and bottom, both the laps that are rotating. In some machines, upper lap it is stationary and the bottom lap it is rotating. And the workpiece that to be finished, that to be lap, it is placed in between the two laps, and then the abrasive slurry in the form of paste that is supplied between the two laps, and that surfaces that will be rubbed against the rotating laps. So the carrier fluid that is used, that is a kerosene oil that can be used to prevent the drying of the abrasive slurry. So this is regarding the lapping operation. So sufficient lubrication between the sample surface and the grinding polishing surface is necessary, because that is for enhancement of cutting. The correct lubricant improves the cutting process and yields the smallest scratch depth and lowest deformation, that is used to reduce friction and for cooling. Then next process, that is a honing process. So honing, it is a grinding or abrading process, or you can say it is a finishing process in which the tool called a hone carries out a combined rotary and reciprocating motion, while the workpiece does not perform any working motion. Most honing is done on internal cylindrical surface such as automobile cylindrical walls. The honing stones are held against the workpiece with controlled light pressure. The honing head is not guided externally but instead floats in the hole, being guided by the work surface. So it is desired that honing stones should not leave the work surface and stroke length must cover the entire work length. So it is a grinding or abrading process. In this process, very little material is removed. This process is used primarily to remove the grinding or tool marks left on the surface by previous operation. The cutting action is obtained from abrasive sticks that is made up of aluminum oxide or silicon carbide mounted in a mandrel or fixture. So you can see, so this is a honing tool and these are the abrasive sticks that is shown in a red color, that is mounted on a mandrel or the spindle. So honing, it is a finishing process performed by the honing tool, which contains a set of 3 to a dozen or more bonded abrasive sticks. The sticks are equally spaced about the periphery of the honing tool. So that sticks or the stones that is shown by the red color on a honing tool, They are held against the work surface with controlled light pressure, usually exercised by a small springs. So there are inside there are the small springs due to which the pressure that is applied on a abrasive sticks. The hunning tool is given a complex rotational and oscillatory axial motion which combine to produce crosshatch lay pattern of every low surface roughness. So you can see the diagram, there is a work part. So to produce or to finish the internal holes in a workpiece, the hunning process that is used. So this is a hunning tool that can be rotated and as well as or it is simultaneously reciprocates in a hole. So two motions that are includes in a hunning process, that is a reciprocating motion of the tool as well as or the simultaneous rotary motion of the tool. You can see the springs to apply the pressure on a abrasive sticks. You can see in a second diagram, inside there are the springs that will apply the pressure on a sticks, and this is a cross hatch surface pattern. After finishing the workpiece, you will get this type of surface pattern. So this is a tool, and this is a that is attached to the vertical hunning machine. The cutting action is obtained from abrasive sticks mounted in a mandrel or fixture. The tool rotates and simultaneously reciprocates on the surface of the workpiece and slowly abrade the surface to the desired finish and accuracy. So special hunning machines, both horizontal and vertical, are often used for production work. A tool consists of several stones arranged at equal distance around the circumference. The stones can be moved radially outwards by means of expanding cones, or there are the spring that will apply the pressure on the stones. The tool are made self-aligning by using double universal joint. So you can see there is a universal joints, double universal joint, so that the tool is self-aligned. Honing corrects the out of roundness or the out of roundness errors. It corrects the axis of bore as well as any taper in a diameter of a hole. It gives a cross hatch marks or lines on a surface which are helpful in enhancing lubrication and hence reduction of wear. So this consists of the abrasive stones. On larger surface, the hone may reciprocate or oscillate while the workpiece rotates. Thank you. So this is regarding the lapping and honing process. Thank you.